So I've missed doing this, and this is a bit later than I planned because the download that I did on their Facebook, I've just uploaded it to YouTube, so it should be ready while we're doing this. It'll do its thing, and I'll pop it up as a premiere. But it was me talking about the significance of the Schumann resonance, the energies, and how it's affecting our nervous system, our body, and our feeling tired, and just stuff that was coming through that I've been sharing in the Black Cat Guardian Order and like Facebook group. So, and that'll be on there, and I'll pop that up on the members area as well. Once it takes a while, once I upload the videos, if it's not like done before I start recording it, it takes 24 hours sometimes for it to go up. So apologies for that, because I just went live, and so yeah. Anyway, I didn't do it on YouTube. Let's do some qigong. So let's just gonna start rocking from side to side. I hope you all had a lovely new moon, that it wasn't too traumatic, any clarities that came through. Moving from side to side, we're gonna do a flow, and I'm just gonna feel through and get the body moving. And as I was saying in this live, we feel the shifts, so we need to constantly be aligning and tuning to the new frequency set point of the earth. And if we're not, or if we're resistance, that will come up in headaches in the body, and the nervous system will highlight that. And we're seeing that highlighted globally in politics, because it's obviously working with our consciousness and our mind and the way we see things, and those boundaries, those bouncing off points. So we get our energy flowing, get ourselves moving. So nice little figure of eights going with the hips. And excuse my pajamas. Yes, I put my top on, but I was like, oh, I just leave my pajamas on. Just feeling comfortable. This is about not how you see me see you. This is about how you feel within you. Oh, there we go. It's just told me that it's uploaded. So, and the shoulders, rolling the shoulders, working through, I'm going to work through the lymphatic, neurolymphatic points this morning, and our body. So the structure, we're restructuring the body, the cells are restructuring as they align with these new frequencies. And as the new human, as we say, is coming online, or is already online, and the rest of the world is kind of catching up with what that means for them, what that choice point is, how we can allow it. Now, I want you to feel, right, don't watch what I'm doing, close your eyes, feel, where does your body need to move? So I'm feeling it needs to stretch. Obviously, I've got my rotational cuff shift resistance happening. We will be doing some moves, but right now I want you to just move with what feels right for you, and move the body, move the joints, maybe rotating the wrists and the knee joints. But where are you, the knees, are we being inflexible with our thinking? What's not working in the body, the mind, and the emotions? Rotating, and the hips, and the body. Just feel. Okay. Now, take that into a nice cleansing breath. Take the hands up the central column, in with the breath, and then rotate the palms up to the sky, lifting the hands above the head, stretching through. Feel the stomach, the abdomen engaged, and then slowly dropping the hands, palms coming face down, down the side, as you're releasing the breath. And again, repeat that with the breath. Inhale, pause at the center by the throat. Exhale, inhale at the top, exhaling down. Feel the rhythm of your breath. With the flow of the body. One more time. This time we're gonna bring one shoulder, elbow down, one shoulder. Oh look, the sun's come up behind me like a beautiful ball. Almost doesn't look real, does it? Beautiful. I can't see it. Oh yeah, it's higher. That's right. Higher. Feel like that ball of the sun that's flickering through the trees behind me. Imagine your chi ball. Let me show you so it's above my head and you can see it. So the sun's creating the chi ball effect. How cool! Who needs effects? Nature gives us what we need when we need it. Just feeling through. Feel your own chi ball above. Feel your own connection. And figure of eights going up, twisting like a DNA helix. Hands linked together. Put the thumbs together like you're making a gun, with like a pretend gun with your hands, the thumbs and the forefingers. And pull up if you can. If you've got any shoulder problems and you need to go from here, that's fine. Just listen to your body. Important thing. Inhale, go a little bit deeper or push to your incrementally what's right for you. And a little lean, feel that flex. And again, and your fingers, when they're up, think of them as being connected up to the sun, from the sun to central sun, right through to the center of the galaxy. Those fingers like your sword fingers basically. And as you tip and tilt, just like the axis of the planet, feel into the axis of the planet, feel into where we are, where she is, where the heartbeat, the Schumann resonance is, in accordance to this line. As you then bring the hands down, keep the fingers together, and we're going to bone wash when we get to the head, the forehead. Put the thumbs on the forehead, slide them down. The thumbs go down and over these little, at the bridge of the nose, just press in and breathe. You feel that tension on that little bony bit there of the nose. The bridge that we're working with, flowing down, down, then the tip of the nose with the fingers here and the thumbs under the chin, breathing in. You can probably smell whatever's on your fingers. It's like, oh, it smells of lavender and hand wash, I think. Breathing in, breathing out. And here, this neurolymphatic point here. Just tap. Come down. So then you connect the thumb, like you're using your thumb and your forefinger as a rest for your chin. When we're at this point, this is like we're in resistance. Right here, I want you to see this beautiful blue, and I want you to sway from side to side. Linking a little triangle, so you open up the hands like a fan, but keep the two fingers together and the two thumbs together. So you've got a little diamond at the throat, and then we're going to slowly expand that out. And feeling like the ribbon of blue that we've been talking about, like last Meditation Monday we did this, with the beautiful pale silver blue of the masculine, divine masculine. And then we feel the hands come out into fire position, open heart. Compare that open heart with the pure speech of compassion, of that speaking truth through love. And then drop the swaying and just the shoulders going from side to side, working through the meridians. We're opening in heart fire center. Late summer, we've been working with fire. We're moving into late summer in this yellow and the spleen now from the heart. And then we're gonna take the arms down to just dip the shoulders up and down. Take the hands to the stomach and the edge of the kidneys. So the stomach is here, kidneys here, the spleen. So this bit by the bottom of the rib cage, just under your breastplate. And then we're gonna rotate the top. Try and keep the bottom still. And then we're going to go the opposite direction to whatever direction you were just doing. Again, the bottom half of the body stays still. We're trying to just move the top. And then we're going to do the opposite. So we just keep the top still and try and move, not just from the hips, but from the top here. And again, the opposite direction. Just 2 or 3. And then drop the hands down. And feel the feet facing out in horse stance. So you're wider than hip width. Slight squatch. We slightly squatch, a bit, bend the knees slightly, and feet are nice and flat. Let the hands just come down on to the thighs. And then that chi ball we take with the hands at this pit. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel like you've got a ball. Pulse with the hands with your breath. As you do so, connect to this beautiful yellow energy for this month ahead as we're moving into September. We're not quite there yet, but this golden energy, I'm feeling it coming through, coming down. And I want you to bring up that ball now with the breath and hold it. Like, I'm going to try and see if I can get the sun in the center. There we go. Oh wow, there we go. I've got the sun. It's disappeared. Oh, it's pulsing as the trees are moving behind me. Gives you a nice visual, but I want you to close your eyes and visualize that as a little chi ball, as we said, a little ball of energy. Like, you can start by the center of your palms of your hands, sparking little lights, and that spark getting bigger and 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 bigger, to you holding a tennis ball size in between your hands. Lift up. Feel that, and then keep dropping ever so slowly the hands. The palms are going to be face up, but we drop the arms slowly, and that ball gets bigger and bigger. So from a tennis ball to a beach ball, till it's so big it's like you're hugging one of those absorbing globes. And as you do so, your hands become level with the heart, about level with the heart, the fire, your passion with the light. Feel into the emotion of the heart, and then slowly dropping down into grounding, into anchoring. And you let go of the ball. The ball's just kind of floating. It's there and it's expanding, and then it's just like a bubble that you would blow, gently coming down over you, over your field, like a blanket of love, of higher energy, of whatever you need to know, of clarity for the day, the week ahead, the newness, beginning. It is the structure of energy that is needed for you, and with it comes understanding. I want you to bend the knees if you can, take your stance out as wide as it's comfortable, and the feet, make sure the knees are not over the toes. Feel a slight pushing and expansion of the knees coming sort of backwards. You can feel the inner thighs and the little nodal points here as you take the hands out at the same time. And a kind of mountain pose in horse stance. And then take the hands round and link them behind you so they're like this, with your palms facing backwards. And the shoulders then go back, and you activate that lovely immune point, acupressure point on our back either side as we push together the shoulder blades. And we feel as we come up with the hands, so then they become like this rather than like this. They come up. come round into a Wonder Woman pose in almost. Put your then hands go into a fist, come behind, and you can feel the shoulders are in a different position. Still feeling that sort of tension, that structure of the body. And coming up past the adrenals, we come round. So we're on this bit here, the havening point, I like to think of it as. So this was the position for this month that I said about. These points in qigong in the report for this month. And just feeling, then holding. So it can go from fist to holding that bottom of the rib cage. And feel it as though you're holding, like you're holding a vase, a delicate crystal vase. And as you're holding this vase, it's glass, and you know how glass, it can get hot when it's got hot water in it. So I want you to feel for the temperature of your body as you visualize that beautiful ball that's been percolating above our head in our mind's eye, and the beautiful gold, filling with that beautiful gold energy coming down. And then the beautiful blue that's been here that we were working with around the throat, of communication, of clarity of speech and expressing through love. But the very masculine silver, plasmic, liquid plasmic here. Them kind of merging down to where your hands are, around the center, around the spleen, this yellowy color here. Beautiful power yellow that's been around. And like I said, the vase you're holding of your body, of your core, of this channel, central column, hollow channel, whatever people call it in different modalities. Feel as though there's like a warm liquid, like hot water going through it as the energy flows down, going down through and down the bottom of your spine, and connecting then with your focus of your feet, like roots coming up from center of earth. And we're going to gently lean from side, like a little side lunge, if you like. But it's not about the exercise, it's about the feeling within your body. So what I want you to do is just a little twist, a little twist. We're working with this area here and the energy around the lower dantian and the yin energy, the creation energy, but also with shifting our center of gravity of our root system. So we're putting light, airing, think of what I'm showing is bubbles into the roots, bubbles and air into the soil around you, into the structure of your own shadow. Bring that air, bring that light. And what you're doing with the body is you're gently flexing the knee. So be very careful not to overdo, especially if you've got any knee problems. So you want your heel and your foot to, they sort of align, and then they come back in, they align. So you don't ever go too far, the knee doesn't go over the foot. Well, channeled qigong is what I would say. Qigong, but also a body alignment and movement. And then just as that's coming through, probably best to do it from the start, because we were working with building the energy and bringing it down our central column and shifting. But if it's live, you should be able to rewind to the beginning. I think it's to see the comments. Right, okay. Someone said hi, I think it's saying. I can't really, it's so tiny on my phone, and I don't have a team or anything. So yeah, but thinking of flexibility around the roots, around our structures, which is what we're working with in society. The root of society is shifting. So as this light is coming in, so the visuals that are coming up is these bubbles that we were talking about, bubbles of light. They're coming down like they're aerating the soil around us. They're aerating the earth. The earth itself is shifting with the Schumann resonance. So as we are realigning, it's almost like liquid sand. So we need our own roots of our energy roots. Our energy anchor is what we're relying on, not what's in the 3D. So, but it needs to be anchored in and grounded through Gaia's fields. But you're working with Gaia, so you're working with not the old 3D of what energy is created in our world that we see, but what is being created, what is shifting, what's realigning, what's retuning. So work with that in your body as a permission slip, and with your own structure and your own hip alignment and the root. And then again, hands up here with this yellow spleen energy of the late summer from qigong modalities, but the color and the frequency and the shifting. And what we're doing is we're creating a little figure of 8 with the bottom of the root. And then I want you to pause and feel into your body again. This isn't about doing what I do, it's about feeling what your body needs and how your energy needs to shift. Feeling into the intuitive nature of what we know already within us. Listening to what your sovereign I am being is telling you, how that your body needs to shift, needs to move in these subtleties, whatever it is that's coming up. So this is how we do this with the body. Feel, be present with the breath, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. And as you breathe, feel the rise of the rib cage and back, and those visuals of that beautiful colour. Now we mentioned the gold coming down from that sphere. Now the blue of communication and telepathy, tuning into, see that expanding out from here, allowing it to be tuning, but aligned through heart and highest communication. Not mind, it goes there last, through the heart first, through the sound, and then the mind interprets the sound. I'm going to do that with my soul, so you can do it with yours. Okay, so allowing to let go of ego, of what does that sound mean. All I'm doing is expressing myself through frequency, to work with my own brainwaves in understanding and communicating, and allowing that higher states to come through with higher knowledge, higher awareness that's coming from that which is more than. For you to feel, to tune to your own, to do the same. Circle the belly around. On the physical, we're working. We want to go up on the right, so don't mirror me. Go up your right side, across and down left. Through the digestive, where we digest information, where we stomach things, allowing us to interpret what is coming through in the highest. On the physical level, allowing our body and our digestive to tune to what it needs. See that circle of energy, and then the opposite direction. You go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Obviously, if you have any issues, that you want to do more one way than the other. Okay, holding the hands at the spleen. Yellow, remember the golden, beautiful power yellow coming down. Feel that, and put the hand on the stomach, which is here. Everyone goes here for the belly, which is the intestines, here. And then another hand, the other hand goes to the liver. As the poisons, we are alchemizing our task with the I am pathway. We're alchemizing the poisons of this planet, and we've been doing it through our body, a lot of the anchoring light workers, allowing yourself, and we, whether you know you are or not, we naturally do this. It's why we can't stomach certain things at the moment. It's why we might having digestive issues. I think of the liver, and when I said in the report that like the wetlands is the waters of the planet, think of the water of your body, of your being, processing anything that's in disharmonics, that's been out of disharmony within your own history, culture, heritage. Think of it going through a filtration system, aligning, purifying, clearing. And as your hand is there, like your hands, it's like healing hands, and we were saying about the light coming through the hands in this point. It comes through the top of the head in the neurons, from connection to the sun, to central sun, to the highest aspect of humanity, the leading edge of humanity, whatever you want to call it. Think of like this thread coming through the hands, coming here. And the warmth, like I said, holding, when we were here, holding this vase and the warm water running through, that's kind of like gives you these ideas of how I feel, the energy shifts, but you may be feeling it differently. You might be feeling cold areas, and if it feels like it's cold, or it might be like a grey area or a dense energy area, that you're just sending, visualizing, permission slipping energy to. In the members, like we did with the melting of the sun for pain, it's the same thing. We're doing that within the body, within our field, and within where there needs to be the rebalancing that's kind of mirroring, and we're feeling through our nervous systems of where that's happening on the planet. And our body, feel of it like the body of the being, overlaying the body of the planet by focusing in the healing within us, without what's within, so without. So allowing that balance, that bridge, and think of it, I like to give my brain, monkey mind, things like a water purification center, going through with beautiful warm water, clearing out this cool water, the different energies, and it filtering round, because it's a cycle, and it's transmuting, clearing, liquefying, allowing any resistance, anything, anger, sadness, grief, if you feel it more up here, if it's grief in the lungs and the breath and the air, which we're going to be shifting it through speech, hence the blue energy I'm talking about, but allow it start here. So let the body clear out what's the old things coming up first. Patterns, they're all shifting. You're being thankful for this body, this being, this moment. If you want to think of it in terms of just putting yourself into a state of gratitude, aligning your nervous system and resetting it. Now from here, I want you to take the hands crossways down, bend forward, but be very, if you've got lower back problems, just bending forward, like we're dipping. And then coming up, bringing the hands up, stretching and tilting, bending the spine, and feel the stretch here. And then straighten, slowly walk the feet into witchy pose. Put yourself in witchy pose. That means if you're new here, slightly bent knees, nice straight spine, shoulders relax back and down. Be very aware of the balance of your feet, of your toes and your heels, and feel the gravity of your body, your center of gravity of your being, as well as your body, your mind, your emotions. And then straightening the feet, stretching down, straightening the legs. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. Stepping into bamboo. and hands on the lower dantian. So on the, what most people think is the stomach, the belly, our lower intestines. We're just going to tap and the neurolymphatic points. And think of this as like, you know, when you, any bakers out there and you tap and the bubbles come up, any resistance that needs to come up, anything that needs to be released from the digestion of our conscious being that needs to come up to surface of awareness. And moving the feet and tapping here on the spleen, here on the side, where we would need the havening point, I like to think of it as, and kidney 27, thymus, lung point. Keep a little gentle marching as we're realigning, tuning under the armpits and round to the back. So I turn the adrenal points, roll back, and then take that tapping into gentle patting, as we say in qigong, and you can stop with the thing, and we're just going to go down the sides of the meridian, trace a few meridians to finish. Round, up, bringing our Ouija, they would say, to the surface, and then go down the back, linger behind the knees, come up the front this time, the ladder, and then on one side, breathe in, the other side, breathe out. So new things, what's that? Breathing. Yoga or qigong. Well, qigong, but actually I'm doing a bit of qigong, but I'm also channeling what I'm, the energy for the month to help with the new what's coming in, and then working with current energies. So crossing over a bilateral brain, left right brain energy. So where all of these ancient, they lap over, and I've learnt I kind of combine a lot of modalities as well as what's coming through with channeled information. Okay, shake and down the inside of the arm, up the outside, catching. Just think about those channels, like I said, about the warm water, and visualize pipes, systems through the body. Come over, just do a couple, there we go. Again, same down the inside and up the outside, and feel as though you're kind of patting for air bubbles, anything that's trapped, stagnant, that needs to come up, for the pipes to be cleaned, for your energy systems to be cleaned, for your awareness to come online, for anything that you need to know within your being needs to tell you, for you to be aware of. And then we shake. Oh, hands together, which means the energy of the light workers out there, feeling our gone points. And then just go from the chin up and over. It's really weird. I've had an issue with hair here, and obviously I've been working with feeling the divine masculine energy coming online and realigning, and testosterone levels of this hair started to come. And this is the point I've kind of been working, bringing through and wrapping around. So it's amazing how energy kind of manifests. So bring it down and around. And I was getting self-conscious, and I was like, why? And they're like, just let it go. It's about you loving yourself regardless. Holding here. This is the area that's kind of feels like humanity's working with how to communicate and how to align the new communication systems with across the board. I'm talking about different kinds of AI to channeling and light language and frequency and telepathy. And as all this comes online over the next 60 to 600 years, we're seeing the starts of that, where people are having to communicate through their emotions coming up. And you're seeing that there are different ways that that's coming up, where it's distortion and out of balance. So feeling here, where the resistance is within the world, where the resistance is within you, in open communication through higher awareness and love, and bringing that beautiful, so you can visualize it like a beautiful blue, silvery blue, sort of being able to, but not dominating over, being able to express through truth and love and understanding, love and compassion, and feel that heart energy, mixing it with that, like you're making a recipe of the perfect human within you, within your own understanding, with whatever resonates with you. Bring the hands down into anchoring. Okay, now I started to channel and then I stopped because I could feel there was personalities that didn't resonate with that, and now it's saying it's fine. Not everyone aligns with that, not everyone understands it, and I do get that. And some people, it's so triggering that they can't even listen to it. It's not about me expressing a sound and then saying it means this and this is what it means to you. It's about how that sound affects you and how you communicate and express your own sound in harmony with mine. Allow yourself to express. If you feel comfortable, if you're alone and no one's around and you don't feel stupid, tone with me. I invite you to do this. Okay? Ready? And if you don't want to, you just want to listen, you want to let it kind of roll over you and work with you and your own brain. Hands down into anchor, anchoring in you and focusing on you and what's resonating and aligning with you through your breath. Just breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, and not through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the nose. Qigong breath. Mouth is for eating. So anchor, breathe, and then your nervous system is not heightened as well. So breathing in, breathing out. Pulling in the highest awareness of me and what I need to express, tuning to the soul of my being. Feel the torrid energy, the fields around you, the fields around your planet. Feel the wholeness of you and your being. Like a woven tapestry of understanding, of consciousness that's coming online. Your web, you call it. It's the web of the being, the web of the understanding. They are bubbles of consciousness, of awareness. The soul in its purity flowing through me, through you. It's shifting, it's aligning, it's retuning, it's harmonizing the being and harmonizing as the planet is harmonizing as well as you are harmonizing. There it itches, it scratches, there's places within you that need shifting. Allow yourself to hear the itch. Allow yourself to feel what you need to breathe in, what you need to put in, what you need to watch, what you need to be around. In every aspect of the being, especially in how we see our creation energy. Flowing more with the being. Now I invite you to feel movement through your body. Shut your eyes and allow yourself to just take time to feel the body like we started to. And I'm going to do it with the sound, but I want you to not just copy me. You can, if you find it, like if you're worrying, if you're panicking, just feel the body moving through your own center of gravity. Letting go of the ancestry of any concepts of light and dark and evil. Just feeling in the being, in the body, with your emotion, your mind. Allow the frequency to just kind of let monkey mind rebalance. Balance through the feminine fields and the masculine. Feel the strength of the structure, the being of the body. And grounded in light and sound. Yes, fear not dark shadow, for you are light manifest through sound. There. Be present, just witnessing. I'm going to go quiet. I just want you to be. You can maybe hold tree pose, which is like you're hugging a tree and your legs bent the way we were. Feeling the structure of the tree is an image, rooting, grounding, roots growing, feeling the light above you flowing down through you, the waters and the minerals of that which is growth coming up through you. And just to finish, rub the hands together again and roll over and shake. It's high. Thank you for those that joined me. It's probably best to do it from the beginning. Obviously, we work through steps, but thank you for your presence. Where I feel we come in for whatever bit we need as well, or whatever's resonating, take with you through your being, align with it, mull it over, what's needed for you, what's there, what's coming through, what's coming up for you. Breathe, feel, witness, and honour yourself and your body. Thank you for your time. My love and blessings. It's been a while since I've done a normal full class that I used to do with the members. We normally pull a card to finish, and my cards are inside, so bear with me and I will grab them. Ooh, these ones feel just to finish. So I've picked up Diane Cooper's ones, the Dragon Oracle. I love the energy of these. It speaks to me not in colours and patterns, these do. So, is there anything worth sharing that's relevant for this particular session? For those that are viewing now and those for the replay, and that's relevant in the highest good of all of humanity. Always ask the big question. Oh wow. And the synchronicities of this just make me laugh. Look at that colour. That's the spleen colour for this month. And that energy. So Crystal Yellow Dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. And Matthias was talking about the serpent's third eye coming online. So I feel as though that's been coming online since last August, as the dragon lines or the meridian lines of the planet that are connecting to us. That's all linked into the Schumann resonance. Anyway, so opening you to higher learning and wisdom, expanding your crown chakra for illumination, walk the higher spiritual path. So you can visualize this beautiful yellow flower. You can see this, as I said and asked the members this month to see and visualize these colors going through the meridian lines of the planet already. So continue to do that. And as I write next month's report, which is basically a structure of me putting everything that's coming through into some kind of framework that I can work with and that we can use with things like qigong and crystals and stuff, and that other channelers have mentioned, and not just myself. And then we got kind of like a bit of a plan ahead, or a structure, which with the Virgo new moon we've just had, it makes perfect sense now, whereas it didn't before. So beautiful colour. See it, this sunshine yellow, it's connect with our joy. Do what gives you joy. If you don't feel comfortable moving your body, get to the point where you're doing something that does make you feel comfortable. Comedy shows, comedians, belly laughing in the morning. And actually I saw some guy, this was some Telegram, was it Telegram? No, on Instagram I think it was, where this guy, he was saying about farting, and I was like, and I always say, like, when I'm doing a meditation, if it needs to come out, it needs to come. It's shifting energy, it's your body shifting, it's letting go, it's that release, and that does happen when you relax, especially if you're tight all the time. And the same, like, this is why we move to release resistance, or we hug ourselves with the havening technique, or with all these sort of, they give them all labels and therapies. They're just permission slips for you to do what your body knows how to do. You can feel into that. All these systems, whether you call it Reiki, I've got all these permission slip certificates, so now I'm a Reiki master and I'm a qigong teacher and meditation teacher. But they're permission slips because they're things that I was doing anyway and naturally knowing how to do. Now I know that it fits into that system. We put things in boxes as mammals, just to give us a structure and a framework to understand things. Colour, I think, is the easiest thing. So associating a colour with an emotion, which we do often because it gives us a visual, and I've got a visual memory. So whatever works for you, if you think you see colour around you and then you're seeing joy around you, and do things that give you joy. Paint with that colour, put that colour around. Colour has frequency. Sounds that resonate with those frequencies, playing them. And having them around you, and people that bring that colour to mind, if you like, crystals of that ilk, all associated with this beautiful crystal. But visualising here around the spleen, because we're working with the spleen in late summer, and this beautiful yellow, allowing that to go through the lines of the body. It's the digestive system, and we've kind of been working through the summer, though that's the heart and the fire. I felt like this month in particular, it was working with the digestion of the planet as we digest what's coming up to be shifted, to be changed. So I'm going to leave it at that. But the higher awareness states is a visualization of seeing this through your own line, seeing this through the line, seeing that connection with the highest aspect of you in your most authentic you. That's what the whole channel is about. Not me, but you. And opening to your higher learning. What is it you need to learn more of? Generally, it's the things we struggle with is what we're learning, because that's where we need to have understanding. That's why we struggle with those things. Lean into what wisdom is coming from that. Expand your crown. And the image I'm seeing is like seeing a crown. You think of a crown, it has all these little pointy bits on it on the head. And it's like it's growing, like shoots going upwards. Yes, shooting upwards, but also flowing down. That's what they kept saying through, is coming through this, holding here, and feeling that golden, like a goldy yellow melting through the whole, the core of your body, your being, going right down, like I always say, like those drip cakes, but feel it like warmth. Melting, a sun melting and melting through the cells, any pain, any resistance. I feel the denser energy like ice, and literally see it melting away. So the ice reference, and I saw this from Venda Rostin, but this is the reference to the water, the liquid essence that is the being of us, and where it's been stuck, where it's been, it's like ice, it's held stagnant maybe, but I'm more seeing it in more of a positive, the way it's been contained, on pause, held back for a while, in a container. And you think about ice, it expands before it contracts and melts. And this is that expansion, breaking, cracking happening, to allow. So you're feeling these, and that's what you're feeling, any shifts in the body, in the nervous system and through the nervous system, as these lights are coming in through our nervous system and shifting us, evolving us, as I was talking about in the other video. So allow that visual daily, and it can be daily laughter. It can be daily things, right? I'm going to do something that gives me joy, like hugging my cats or walking my dog or connecting out in nature, feeling the vitamin D going in my skin and feeling the sun on my face, allowing that sense of like a flower blooming to come out for you. My love, my blessings, thank you for your time. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonates with you. If you like, these are like I used to do the classes at 6:30 every morning. I want to try starting to do these again and then pop them up on the Patreon. And for those that want to continue, I think I've been slowly releasing all the older ones. We did a whole year of qigong in 2022, I believe, and I loved how much my body shifted when we were doing that connectiveness on a daily basis, and I feel there's a need for that again. So that's what this is about. And thank you. Have a beautiful day, and happy new moon for yesterday. There's loads of like, it's actually saying crowns coming in. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. Bree, so yoga said hi. What is you doing? Yoga or breathing? Both. Not yoga. I'm not a yoga teacher, qigong teacher. Qigong, I think of it as Chinese yoga, basically. And I liked, it's not the difference, but I think a lot of it's more of it's done standing rather than laying, although you can do qigong that's sitting and laying. Mainly that's the difference. So and to me, and this is a personal thing, a personal observation, standing, I was taught by Matthias, is aligning with the cosmic. Laying, you align with the ground. But I feel there's a sense of needing to have both, and that's what makes the balance and the crossover, and kind of working with all those areas. But that's just a structure and a kind of probably permission slip, and the way I've just seen it in my own mind. It's not, as far as I know, that's not a thing. But yeah, Matthias says that you line upright when you want to line with cosmic, and laying when you want to feel the earth. And the earth is shifting, so it feels a bit like the sands are shifting. So I find it's easier to align with these higher and then work with the grounding and where earth is gonna be, almost like you're anticipating on an energetical stance where something's going to land, because energetically it's already there, but the physical is catching up energetically. So our body needs to do that, because our body is in the physical. Thank you for your time. Love and blessings.